Hi, friends. My name is Rabbi James Kahn, and I serve as the Director of Community Outreach at Holistic Industries, a proud sponsor of today's conference. As some of you may know, we're in the midst of the holiest days of the Jewish calendar year, a period of time referred to as the High Holidays, which begin with the Jewish New Year, also known as Rosh Hashanah, and end 10 days later on Yom Kippur, also known as the Day of Atonement. Speaking at a cannabis conference during the Jewish high holiday season feels fitting to me, not simply because the name references getting high, although there's a lot of puns to be made, but because the high holidays focus on making change in the world. And so does this conference. In fact, I've heard it said that the entire high holiday season exists for no other reason than to remind us that change is possible. Jews have been receiving this reminder every year for millennia. You would think we no longer need it. But considering this holiday season, Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, represent the most well-attended of Jewish services when there's not a pandemic, it appears we do need that reminder. And I think we all need that reminder because as human beings, we forget. We find it pretty easy to forget that change is possible. There's times that we've become so defeated, so diminished, deflated, so stuck that we feel like nothing will ever change. And so as a foil, as a counter to this tendency within us, we come together every year and share stories of progress. Some do this by going to high holiday services, and Yom Kippur starts tomorrow night. You're welcome to join me on Zoom. But others do it by attending conferences like CannAtlantic and through attending programs like we've had throughout Black Cannabis Week. And, we gather to hear and to share stories of change. We do this when we're listening to the State of the State addresses. We hear how far we've come. We hear all that's been accomplished on our quest to create a broader industry, a more inclusive industry. And we hear all the places that we're stuck and what's holding us back and the work that still needs to be done. We reflect on the fact that just a few months ago, cannabis was deemed an essential product in dozens of US states. Pennsylvania called it a life-sustaining product, a clear recognition of what so many of us have already known, that this plant that we love is critical to the healthcare and self-care of millions of Americans. The late and great Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg once remarked that real change, enduring change, happens one step at a time. My prayer, my hope for you, for me, for everyone at this conference is that we leave reminded that change is possible and that we have a role to play, that all we need to do is take one step together. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting this event, and thanks for listening.